week, we introduce Radhi, a vibrant young woman with a rare talent. At a very young age, she has chosen for herself her own path in life, that is, to become a dancer.
My life? Well, I don't think I could live without dancing, or art especially. I just love being on stage, and when people like look at me and I mean, you really feel that power in you when you dance, and you're like the God, you know, right up there on the stage, and everybody's like looking at you, and you've got everybody's attention. It feels great, and I don't think I would like to stop dancing. I would like to go on and on until I die or something. When I was very young, okay, my mom sent me to this lady, I don't know what's her name, and I was just playing a fool there, and I didn't like to dance. I didn't like to dance what she was teaching me, and I didn't like to listen to anybody at that time. So she stopped me, and then since that I was like so bored at home, and I went to kindergarten and I started dancing there with my own style and all that. Then I watched this Tamil movie. I forgot what's the name, and I actually fell in love with how he was dancing, you know, a guy. So I told my mom I wanted to learn that dance. Well, it doesn't matter what type of dance I do, I just like moving myself around, you know. It's not just dancing classical or modern, it's just anything. I could actually dance anything, and I love every dance that goes on. I like Balinese dance. I like whatever, you know, traditional or classical or modern. I prefer to practice with friends, and I also prefer to perform with groups, you know, than solo. But sometimes solo is also quite nice because all the attention is on you than being in a group, you know. But if you're in a group, you enjoy the dance with your friends as well, and you communicate with each other on stage. I like photography a lot. Well, I'm not sure if I lose interest or not when I grow big or something like that. But at this moment, yes, I like to do photography. So I was just planning after my Form 5 or something, I could go to MIA, Malaysian Institute of Arts, and do my photography. I have to concentrate on my studies to get to MIA, so I am trying as hard as I could right now. And since that I'm shaky in my Form 4, and it's so new to me right now, so it's terrible. I'm having a nightmare in Form 4 right now. It's terrible, and I'm gonna get my report book next week, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna show it to my mom, you know? So it's horrifying, but I have to try my best.
As we were coming back from the Arise My shoot in Kedah, we saw a Chinese opera troupe getting ready for the night's performance. They invited us to come in, and we watched as they put on the makeup and costumes for the show. It took nearly 2 hours to put on some of the more elaborate makeup, but the end results were amazing.
The people in the Chinese opera group are mainly from one family, and they pass on the skills from father to son and mother to daughter. They applied layers and layers of costume makeup, starting with a base of white and adding more colors.
Look, some of them even have time to play brick game.
Radhi has another life outside of the theatre. Each member of her circle of friends, in her own way, has something special to contribute to the group.
Radhi. I agree.
She sits next to me. Alright! You're the one who talks a lot, you know?
She talks a lot. She pesters me a lot. She talks
She's
a lot.
just lying.
No, she's like, you know, every 5 minutes, you know.
Oh my god!
Okay, I'll start with the
Lisa annoys me too.
Oh my goodness!
Amanda, does the whole class annoy you?
This is bad.
Okay, Elizabeth, let's start with Elizabeth. Alright, what are the things that annoy you?
Annoy me. Let's see. What does annoy me? I don't know, nothing much, I guess. Don't get annoyed really easily, except when she starts nagging.
No, not me. She meant her.
No, I meant her. Amanda, Shirley, Ganedra.
Hey, the topic is going somewhere
Yeah,
else.
okay, Amanda, what about you? Besides,
Radhi and okay.
what else?
What else? Let's see. About the press going on about, you know, teenagers, you know, like they must have curfew, bosia. Just because like I mean, like just like once we were in this bus stop, we were waiting for a group of friends because like we're going for a drama practice, and people who pass there call us bosia for no reason at all. I mean, you know, you're just labeled that because like in newspaper it's like that, you know. They don't give us a chance to speak of what we think and how we feel. So it's very annoying. How does pollution annoy you when you pollute the air so much?
Oh, excuse me. I don't throw rubbish around.
No, I mean like you spray perfume here and there, and like
You make noise pollution.
When do I? Excuse me. Excuse me. They're interviewing me. If you're in school, you can go overseas. Well, main point to go overseas is to meet people. For me, what I like is meeting people and all that. So, I think school is not so bad. It's alright lah.
Basically, studies is you study hard, you get better grades. You get better grades, you go to a good college. You get good college, you go to good U. You get into good U, you get into a good job, and you get into a good life. So it's like, you know.
Life goes on.
Yeah. The education should be brought up higher. Our English is very, very low. And just say like, if you go overseas, right? Most students, if they go overseas, they have problems in languages. So it should be brought up higher. Let's see what else. The teacher should be a bit loosen up a bit with us, and let's see. Every classroom have aircons. Lunch break 2 hours. Everywhere should be carpeted.
You're going too far. You're going overboard, Amanda.
I mean, it's like if they want to study, should be comfortable, right?
Swimming pools in every school.
Yeah, tennis court in every classroom.
Gym. Toilets in every class, so you don't have to walk all the way to the other block.
Jazz. What?
Jazz classes.
Jazz classes.
Dance classes.
Yeah, Indian. You can be a teacher, no, actually.
Oh no! I don't want to teach anything.
What else? They should have superstars to be teachers. Everything. there was this concert where there's this Hong Kong star, he was singing and like all the audience could remember every word of it. So it's like if he gives tuition, right, everyone will pass 100%.
But you see people start hating him.
Yeah, Michael Jackson teaching
so.
maths.
Yeah. No, Michael Jackson should teach about
How to change
break dance and how is what.
Yeah, I mean, you should do breakdance and while teaching maths, you know? That would be fun.
We could walk all around the backstage as the actors put on their makeup and the musicians played for the performance. Beijing Opera appeared in central China during 11th century. It really became popular in the middle of 19th century. It was called the theater of the capital city, or Qingxi. The orchestra has drums, gongs, cymbals, and a melody group led by lutes that are bowed or plucked. All of the movements have a meaning. Sometimes, when an actor does a particularly good move, the audience will clap him. The drummers also have spoken dialogue or dramatic songs. There are four main characters in the Beijing Opera. These are the male, the female, the aggressive or fighting male, and the comic. These are the only characters in the operas. Beijing operas are based on traditional novels such as The Romance of Three Kingdoms, The Water Margin, and The White Snake. The show was put on by the local temple for the local people. The season was for several days, and some people came every night.
hate those people who like, you know, when they like take a cigarette out and they put it and then they like what do you say? Fire it, is it? Light it. Yeah, light it, and then they like take the box and just throw it away like that. It's like, oh my God, these people are not educated at all. I mean, they don't care a thing about the environment, you know. It's like, I feel like going to them, like, don't you know the world is like? Really annoying.
Alright, Brisa, what about you?
Smokers. Smokers.
Why?
Sometimes, no offense.
I'm just asking why.
Sometimes they pass you and they blow out the smoke, and the smoke like comes right to your face. And we don't want to inhale the second-hand smoke. It is proven that second-hand smokers die faster. And my father is a smoker. Please don't scold me. And every time he smokes, I'll go like this, covering my mouth and everything, but it's to no avail. The smoke still comes. So I practically don't like all smokers. So, close down bars and pubs and everything.
Why?
Because the drinks they're selling in there, it's spoiling humans' health.
I think I'm quite satisfied with what's happening right now. I mean, if you like going to like ban all those stuff, I mean, life wouldn't be life anymore. You know? Everything is so perfect.
9570 9570 12 no 97 9 plus 14 21
8,945 9 13 18 8,918
505 505 10.
This is boring. It's reclaimed. It's using 6,644
Double 18 89
2,467 6
3889 2889 8816
46 10
9780 80 14
Well, firstly I would like ban people from throwing rubbish around. You know, like Singapore, they like ban chewing gum. I think that's a good idea. You know, sometimes when you're like walking, isn't it? You know, when you step the bubble gum, like, oh my God, sticking onto the ground.
Not picking up that thing and not putting a rubbish.
Excuse me, I'm talking about bubble gums now, okay?
Yeah, I think
I started about 6 years ago back in Klang. That's where my sister and I started. And initially we were just beginners. one of the first few to start in Klang. And we were very interested in performing with Ramli Ibrahim. And we worked towards it very hard. We used to go watch every one of his performances in KL. And we told ourselves, well, one day I'm going to be up there with all of them performing. And 2 years later, we were chosen to come to KL, and slowly we began dancing with the whole group. And now we consist of the Sutra group.
I joined Sutra about 5 years ago with my brother Suraj, and we were very young at the time. And actually, I was very, very scared of Guna, and I didn't want to come for classes. And I really hated dance classes. At last, when I was about 10, I first performed with the company, and I really enjoyed it a lot. Then that's when I made up my mind, I'm always going to stick with Sutra.
I mean, as far as I can remember, I was 4 when I really started liking dance. I used to dance to cinema music. Whenever it came on television, just start dancing whatever I liked.
Well, my sister started dancing before me, and so every time I see her dance and all, I thought, why can't I dance like her? So I just decided to get into dancing and start dancing.
I don't take it as a mere hobby. I'm just coming here to relax and play around. I mean, I like dancing.
I started 2 years back, and then actually I liked dance, but then I didn't like the teacher. So whenever I pass by that school over there, you know, I can feel this kind of feeling in my stomach, this kind of feeling. And then I come here, and then now, whenever I pass by that school, now it isn't that grouchy. And I know. Actually, now I learned to like Guna, and then actually Gunana is very nice, and I think whenever he scolds us, it's only for our own good. I like that.
Boys, irritating specimens. Gorgeous creatures.
Repeat the question. Boys.
She knows a lot about it.
Yeah. I don't. I listen from them.
No, you put in the foreigners, right?
Yeah. They're Homo sapiens just like us. But I don't know much because I don't know many of them. And I don't think I want to know many of them now. Maybe in the future.
That's not true.
Oh, shut up, brother. Maybe in the future, like in a couple of months. Not now.
In the future, right? Yes.
Maybe then I have the answer.
Boys are boys. Well, it's nice to like go out with them and all that. They're totally different from girls. Like girls, they only talk about this and that. Well, boys are more romantic.
Yeah.
Not all. Not all.
Well, the ones I've gone out with. Yes.
Nothing good to say about them. Nothing good to say. But they're okay, I guess. They are humans like us, so we have to tolerate them and live with them. And I guess the only guys that I actually love is my dad, my brother, and my 2 brothers, and my nephews and my cousins.
All relatives.
Yeah,
sorry.
You each have your own innate talents inside you. The trick is to find them. Try as many different paths as you can until you find your own. Rice Mice will be keeping an eye out for you. We would like to hear from you. Write to us and tell us about your life, and perhaps we will come and visit you. Drop us a line at Post Office Box number 11213 Kuala Lumpur.